Hello, welcome to Phantasialand, day number 2. Oh yes, it was great, it was fantastic, seeing all the lights, all of the rides again, getting on those, Fly, Taran, Black Mamba. We're going to do all that again today. Now in yesterday's vlog, I started off with Fly. In this one I'm going to start off with Taran, and I'm going to get a bit more footage around there in the day. Black Mamba as well, I need to get a bit more footage around there. And then yeah, we'll get more of like the left side of the park, so there was still a couple of rides I didn't do yesterday. But yeah, please have a look at yesterday's vlog, because it was a great experience, it really is. But anyway, let's get in the park. I'm not going to give much of an intro. I just want to get in now and get to Taran first. So here we go, just opened. So yeah, yesterday we started off in Rookborough, but this time we're going to start off in Gluckheim and go to Taran. But yeah, honestly, yesterday, like all the shows as well. I'm going to get in more shows today. There was like a show in Africa that I didn't capture with like some fire effects. And then, oh yeah, the Winter Castle as well. I didn't get that either. And then I'm going to get the Magic Symphony, which is the very last show later on, before the park closes. But yeah, it's just fantastic, isn't it? And like you can see the amount of light bulbs there are on the buildings as well, so you just know straight away that when the lights come on later on, there's going to be a lot. It's a lot quieter this time because it's a Monday while filming this as well. Yesterday was a Sunday, so yeah, quite busy. You definitely want to try and come here on the weekdays if you can. Yeah, like little water fountain packages. It's just great, isn't it? The ice skating ring as well. And then yeah, we were stood there when we watched the all the lights turn on. So you definitely want to see that if you are coming to this event. You want to see like when all the lights actually start coming on, because obviously it's really dark, and then you turn the lights on like with like a little show package, and then obviously the tree comes on as well. Yeah, here we go. Alright, I'll see you when we get to Gluckheim. Really? I had row number 3 again. I had row number 3 yesterday, and I also had row 2 yesterday. I want towards the back, or at least mid-train. I haven't had that yet. But yeah, it's a great ride. It is. No matter where you sit on it, it's a fantastic ride, and you have the airtime on there. You have some really whippy transitions, and it takes some good speed as well in some of the elements on that ride. There's just like a couple bits here and there where I want a little bit more still. We're going to go and Fly today and see how that rides as well. Obviously yesterday I said that Fly was a lot better. But you know, I haven't had mid-train yet. I haven't had back, you know, towards the back on Taran yet. So there could be a difference, you know, where you're sitting on that. But it's still a great ride. It's really long. You've got the 2 launches. I said it yesterday as well, like it is a great ride, and the theming is next level. It really is. Yeah, I'll get some off-road shots of Taran, and then we'll probably make my way. I'll probably go on rake actually. I've not gone on rake yet. Yeah, I didn't go on that yesterday, so I think we'll go on rake, which is their boomerang. But yeah, I'll get some off-road shots around the area, and then we'll go on rake next. Right, got a lot of Taran there. So it's time for a little bit of a break from Taran. I'm going to go on Rake now, because it's advertised at 5 minutes. Can't really complain, can I? Like, let's go on that. It's very rainy. What is it with weather and me? It seems to follow me. But yeah, just went on Rake, advertised at 5 minutes. I actually went for the single rider, and it's a good thing I did actually, because the queue actually looked longer than 5 minutes. So I think it was under advertised, to be honest. Obviously it's quite slow throughput as well, with it being a boomerang. But yeah, very short, very sweet. You know, it's a family ride. You know, there's not much to it. You know, you got a little bit of a drop and a little bit of a turn, but yeah, very short. I do prefer the one at Energylandia. I think that's a better boomerang. But yeah, you know, it was good to go on. Right, gonna go to Black Mamba now. It's advertised at 25 minutes. I think it'll probably be less than that. Going by how yesterday was and how busy that was, and the operations were great. So, gonna go for Black Mamba now, and yeah, really enjoyable ride. I do like there being invert. In the queue line, look how close you are to the track, and then when you go over the bridge as well, the track goes underneath. It's fantastic. Like lots of near misses on this B&M. Oh, it's great. Like, look at this, just there. So when it goes past, oh, it's brilliant.
Even now, right? Up bitte. Choose right.
But yeah, look, the loop goes around this bridge. It's fantastic. And it's the theme as well, like the landscaping is brilliant. Like, look at that. It's fantastic. All the near misses around the structures. But yeah, like all the female? All the detail. What the hell, female? All the detail, fantastic. Here we go. That inversion's fantastic as well. That's a great inversion down there. Very forceful. Yeah, lots of like twists and turns. Oh, it's brilliant. So same with yesterday, still closed. I am gutted. I really am. I really wanted to go on Telecan. Yeah, they got the ladder out as well over there. Yeah, don't know what's going on with it. Don't know whether maybe it's to do with that part over there. That's why the ladder's there. Don't know. But that's a shame. You know, look at the capacity as well, how many seats there are. So yeah, when the Wintertraum's on, and you've got to ride down. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating really. That just helps with capacity as well. It's a great ride, but helps with capacity around the park. Yeah, it's a shame. ride, I don't know what it's done to me. I was on my way to the Ninja Fear and Ninja Force and that side of the park. I got dragged in, didn't I? I was walking past and I thought, do you know what? Let's go and fly again. Oh, I've had so many rides on it these last couple of days. It's phenomenal from start to finish. It really is. I mean, it's just great. It's fantastic. I really want one of the UK parks to get something like this. Owen Towers, get rid of Galactica, put this in. Even Fort Park, like I know Fort Park's got the Swarm, but you know, this is for Coma. It's a totally different, you know, with it being flying as well. You know, Fort Park, maybe you. Someone needs to get this. It's incredible. The only thing I've noticed, just a couple of the operations on this. So I think what would speed it up a lot more is getting rid of the front row queue. I know a lot of people like going on the front row, but there's always like not many people waiting for it. So I think just get rid of it. And also you're in the flying position anyway, so you're kind of looking down. I mean, you're looking up a little bit, but you're mostly looking down. So I think get rid of the front row queue, because I think that would speed up then the main queue. Or if you're going to have the front row queue still there, then have the front row queue as a blend into the main queue, like a bit like Taron. So you start waiting for the front row queue for like the last little bit of the main queue, rather than having like a set of stairs that go all the way down. So I think that might speed up the operations a little bit. And I think as well, scrap the wristbands. Do what they do at Europa Park with Voltron and have a card. I know it might mean that you might lose the card, but you could hold it in your hand, or you know, just try and put it somewhere. But I think people are faffing with their wristbands around the locker area, rather than just putting your bags in and stuff in the locker, and then putting in your wristband just before you get onto the ride, like in the gates, or you know, put it on just before the security check. And that's everything as well. They got a security check on here, so again, it just slows things down a little bit. There's a lot to this ride, so you know, you have the locker system, and then you got, you know, the wristbands and all that, and then you got the security check, and then there's multiple lanes as well that they have to control. So it's quite a lot. So sometimes the operations can be hit and miss. Yeah, so it does take a while, a little bit, but once you get there, phenomenal ride from start to finish. Nearly forgot, put in a single rider queue. There's not a single rider queue on this ride. Taron's got one. Black Mamba I think needs one as well, but I definitely think single rider queues would help with some of the operations here, because you know, I had an empty seat next to me, and then someone else was getting on, and he's got an empty seat next to him as well. He was waiting in the gates, and I was thinking he could have, you know, sat next to me, but he was by himself. So yeah, single rider queue would definitely help with this. Single rider queue as well for Black Mamba. You know, they're going for Taron, so you know, put one in for this, put one in for Black Mamba. Right, now we are going to go to the left side of the park. I'm going to Winja's Fear, Winja's Force. I'm going to pick one or the other. They're both basically very similar. So yeah, going to go there now. I'm certain that last time I came, last year, all of this was a wall. But yeah, you can get like all of this now. Yeah, to me this looks all really new. Yeah, it looks really good. The detailing on the building is fantastic. Yeah, this is all new. Without a doubt, this is all new. All of this was a wall, because you couldn't come over this way. Yeah, wow. This is really nice. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this. Wow, look at the view. This area is fantastic. Do you know what it reminds me of actually as well? This area reminds me of where Arthur is at Europa Park, because they have like an indoor part a bit like this with all the lighting, lots of theming inside. So it definitely reminds me a little bit of Europa Park, and where Arthur is. It's so immersive, and the detail is spectacular in here. Very atmospheric as well. They've got some Christmas decorations as well with like some of the presents dangling down. Oh, it's really good in here. But anyway, I need to take a pick now. Do I do Winja's Force or Winja's Fear? They're both on 45 minutes. Ooh, I do prefer my heat to my cold, because like it's really cold at the moment. So do you know what? Oh. We're going to go for Winja's Force because it might warm me up a little bit, you know, it's got that red feel to it. So we'll go Winja's Force. So I've just done Crazy Bats, and it's a VR ride. It's a coaster basically, and yeah, it was very uncomfortable though on the face, but more so around the nose. Obviously, it might be dependent on what nose shape you have, or you know how big your nose is, and all that kind of stuff. So you know you might be all right, but for me, it was uncomfortable on my nose. So when I was going around, I had to try and lift up the headset a little bit so it wasn't pinching on my nose. It's almost like it didn't have like much padding on that part. So yeah, very uncomfortable headsets. So yeah, I didn't enjoy it because of that. So which meant I wasn't really looking around properly at the visuals, and I mean what I could see was really good visuals with obviously the bats and different scenes going on as well. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't really take in a lot really because it was just uncomfortable. But yeah, you know, they need to invest in, you know, Dr. Archibald at Hyde Park Winter Wonderland. Those headsets, I think they would be more comfortable. Because yeah, it just wasn't comfortable at all. Again, the operations, it's a long process obviously because you have to get the headsets, and then you have to sit down, then place the headsets on. But everyone's like doing them themselves. I think it would be better and it would speed up the operations if the staff were putting them on for you. So, you know, you sit down, get yourself comfortable, and then they just put it on and then twist at the back, because it's just the back that you twist to get them tight. So yeah, I think it just would speed it up, because literally on Dr. Archibald at Hyde Park Winter Wonderland, you literally sit down and they're placing them on, and they literally place it on, and they just tighten it straight away, bam, 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 and then off you go. Obviously it's a coaster, so it's a, you know, a bit longer process, which I get, you know, the safety and all of that kind of stuff, making sure the restraints are down. And obviously Dr. Archibald, you know, there's loads of the smaller, you know, trains. But yeah, I just think it just could be a bit better operations. The queue line was a bit strange as well. The theming was great, you know, it was a snowy ice feel to it. But like there was like a barrier in between, so it was splitting everyone up into like the right and the left, but then everyone was merging into one again. I didn't really understand that, so I was a bit like, why not just have one continuous line? And they also had these like turnstiles as well, and I thought, oh, it's going to separate into two different batches, but it was just one batch, so I didn't really understand that. So yeah, bit of a strange queue line. But yeah, very long process, and that's the thing with this park, and I probably have mentioned it before as well. It can be a bit of a long process to get on the rides, because the operations are quite slow. Yeah, I mean, Black Mamba has been the best one for operations. But yeah, some of the processes I think need changing, or also the speeds of the staff as well. But like, you know, the Spinball Wizard ride, I keep saying that, don't I? But like they had it spot on. You know, 2 staff members each side, getting you on the ride, off you go. You know, very quick. So it's almost like they need maybe more capacity rides here. Maybe, like I said, another dark ride, or something with high throughput. Would be really good. But yeah, we'll wait now until it gets a bit darker, get more footage of shows, more re-rides, and yeah. Wow. Wow. That show that you just watched there in the African area, that's phenomenal. That's the best show here. Oh my god, like the projections on the structures there and the brickwork. And what makes it as well is the landscaping around the area. Like there's so many viewpoints for that. And I was quite far back as well, wasn't I? I wasn't even at the very front. But you still got a good view. You don't have to necessarily be high up to watch that show, because the projections just cover like all the buildings really high up as well, not just low down. And then it's the fire. The fire is what the standout is. The fact that it was going in time with like the music, and like it was like almost like dancing flames, and then the flames on the structure there, like the tower, and then it was doing the circles on there. That was phenomenal. That is, I'm blown away by that. That's my favourite show here. That is just crazy, absolute crazy. Like goosebumps from that show. Incredible. Right, Magic Symphony started 5 minutes ago, so I will be able to put in some highlights of Magic Symphony. It's not the whole thing, but it's the majority of it, so I'm going to put that in now. And there we have it. Yeah, I'm going down the road because it gets a bit mental getting out of the theme park on the end of the finale. It's mental, so I've come out quite early on. I was towards the back of the show. One, to get obviously the views of the fireworks and stuff and all the lights, but also to get out of the theme park before it gets a bit too hectic. So yeah, I am walking now. But yeah, I tell you what, it's been phenomenal. Over the 2 days, it's a world-class theme park. It really is. The theming is what really makes it for me. Just being immersed in like Rookborough, Guggenheim, the African area as well. It's just crazy. It really is crazy. The effort they've put into the theming of that park, all the detail. It's and yeah, it is a compact park, and you know, it does get a bit crowded on the busy days, but you've got to experience it. And yeah, obviously it has its moments with operations, but in terms of the rides themselves, they're phenomenal. They really are. You have a flying coaster, you have a coaster that you get some airtime on there with no inversions, but loads of near misses. So Taron, you have Black Mamba, which is a B&M invert. You have the Ninja Force, or I don't know. I keep forgetting what the name of it is called. Is it Ninja, Winja? Can't remember. But you know, the Spinball Wizard type rides. You have those. You have like some flat rides as well. So there is a mixture there. But obviously a lot of people go for the main things, don't they? Fly, Mamba and Taron. Those are like the three big hitters. Talican, it's a shame that was down. I would have gone on there, but it is what it is. And yeah, it has been good. It really has. I've had so many re-rides, but I was there for 2 days. I would definitely highly recommend going for 2 days. By the way, if it goes a bit dark, it's because I've lost a little bit of the lighting around here. But yes, it's a great park. It really is, and you've got to experience it. Even the Wintertraum event there, the shows are spectacular. My favourite is definitely the African show there with the fire. That is just phenomenal. That really is. But yeah, it's a really good park. I think that the service needs to be a little bit better at times. You know, there's a couple of times where the staff are a little bit miserable. Maybe they've had long days or whatever, but you know, that could be worked on a little bit. And yeah, just the overall like customer experience with operations, a little bit of communication here and there as well. things with the queue lines, with the whole smoking thing. Maybe putting in some more single rider queues as well, like on Mamba, maybe on Fly. That might help as well with some of the operations. But yeah, you might be waiting a little bit on some rides here and there, because it does get very busy there, even on weekdays. Like today wasn't too bad, but there were some times where the rides were on 60 plus, 65, 70. It does get some big crowds. But yes, it always gets a little bit emotional when I leave somewhere abroad, and I go to these theme parks over in Europe and stuff, and it just makes me appreciate the you get to see other countries and other cities and towns, and you get to experience these theme parks for the very first time, and it just makes you look and go, wow, I wish we had this here in the UK. Obviously you got Alton Towers, you got Thorpe Park, but there's nothing like that in the UK. There really isn't. You got Europa Park as well, just not too far away, but like it's just on another level. It really is. Everything's just big as well, and everything's just wow. And yeah, it just makes me emotional. It really does. I'm just so glad that I do this and I come out here. And anyone who is a bit frightened of going abroad, or you're not sure about it, or I go by myself. I don't go with anyone, no girlfriend and family members. I literally go by myself. So you can go by yourself if you really want to. In terms of the next vlog, could be Hyde Park Winter Wonderland. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see what happens. And I just want to do a big shout out as well. And you'll probably never see this, but Theme Park Worldwide. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be going to these theme parks abroad. I watch your vlogs, and it just makes me want to do this basically and go to these theme parks. You inspire people, and it gets people out there, and just don't stop basically doing what you do, because I wouldn't have started the YouTube channel if it wasn't for that. But yeah, anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed these vlogs. That's it from Phantasialand, and that's it from Germany. Obviously the travel vlog's on there as well, so take a look at my travel vlog. But really hope you've enjoyed watching. If this is your sort of thing, then please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you wherever on the next one.